Good morning everyone. Ang ituturo ko today is the advanced food safety and guidelines na makakatulong sa atin towards our career in hospitality industry. And syempre magagamit ito natin sa daily lives natin para malaman natin yung mga hazards na makakaapekto sa ating pagluluto or someday sa business natin na makakatulong pa sa mga dun sa future na nag-iintay sa ating career. So, first of all, food safety principles and guidelines. So, napaka-importante nito, class. Napakahalaga na aralin natin at ibang-ibang guidelines na makakatulong sa kung paano pa natin mapapanatiling safe yung pagkain away from physical, biological hazards. So, ano ba yung important part of healthy eating? Siyempre, keeping food safe. Ang daming ways. So, introduce ko kayo dito. 4 basic food safety principles work together to reduce the risk of foodborne illness. Siyempre, ang apat na yon is the clean, separate, cook, and chill. Yung mga kailangan natin isa-isip pag nag-handle tayo ng food. So, ano ba yon? Ano ba yung mga dapat nating linisin? Ano ba yung mga makakaapekto sa ating kitchen? Ano ba yung mga kitchen equipments na mabilis kapitan ng mga bacterias? So, una na dyan is cutting boards, utensil, countertops, reusable grocery bags and food. Yan yung mga mabibilis kapitan ng microbes na makakaapekto sa ating culinary activity. So, syempre, part na yan yung iba't ibang klase ng kulay ng cutting boards, proper handling and cleaning of utensils, yung tamang paglilinis ng countertops, yun, reusable grocery bags, i-dispose na natin yan. Kasi since galing siya sa labas, na pwede siyang kapitan ng mga bacteria. So, sabi dito, we can avoid cross-contamination by hand washing. Prevent contamination of food with microbes from raw animal products like raw seafood, meat, poultry, and eggs, and from people na may sakit gaya ng cold, flu, and infections. So, aaralin natin yung iba't ibang ways. So, ano ba yung big concept about it? So, frequent cleaning of surfaces is essential in preventing cross-contamination. Mahalaga daw guys na sinasanitize natin yung mga tables, cutleries, hugasan natin ito bago natin gamitin. Also, yung mga gagamitin nating kitchen equipments. Dapat pahalagahan natin yun. Iwasan natin gumamit ng hindi hugas or hindi linas na kitchen equipment. So, sabi dito, hands should always be washed before and after preparing food. Kasi, pag nagluto ka, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun, hindi mo nakahawakan agad yung pagkain eh. It's either iserve mo siya sa guest or ikaw mismo yung magprepresent sa guest as a chef. So, mas maganda, after natin magluto is hugasan natin yung kamay natin truly. Siyempre, napakalinis and with the help of soap and sanitizer. Sabi dito, especially handling raw seafood, meat, poultry, and eggs before eating yan or before serving food. So, sabi dito, wash hand with the soap water. Wet hands with clean running water, warm or cold, turn off tap and apply soap. So, mahalaga daw, at least rub hands together to make lather or scrub the back of the hands between fingers and under nails for at least 20 seconds. And then after that, i-rinse natin and dry it with a clean towel. Kasi yung towel na ginagamit natin pampunas ng pawis pagluluto, dapat iba kung saan natin idadry yung kamay natin. And meron din naman tayong mga air drying equipments or devices na igaganon mo yung kamay mo, automatically mag-blow siya ng hot air, tapos pwede nang matuyo yung kamay mo doon. Mas safe siya, mas sanitary. So, surfaces. Surfaces should always be washed with hot, soapy water. Yan yung pinapractice natin sa ating kitchen sa Philippine Women's University. Before tayo mag-start ng activity, nagpapakulo tayo ng tubig, ibinubuhos natin siya dun sa surface, tsaka natin siya nililinis. Ganon, para mamatay yung mga microbes or bacteria. Sabi dito, all kitchen surface should be kept clean. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Kasama doon yung countertops, which is yung mga stainless tables na ginagamit natin, yung mga sinks na pinaguhugasan natin ng mga meat, also the utensils, especially cutting boards na proper dun sa gagamitin natin. May color yan na tinatawag eh. For example, red is for meat, green is for vegetables, yellow is for cooked meats. So, also the appliances, for example, yung blender, yung meat cutter, yan yung mga dapat i-sanitize natin pagkagamit. Siyempre, yung storing, napaka-importante din nun. Siguraduhin natin, yung pag-i-store natin is safe, na hindi mapapasok ng mga pest. Ganon. So, ano bang example nun? The inside of a microwave easily become soiled with food. Allowing microbes to grow, they should be cleaned often. So, ang sinasabi dito, every time daw, guys, nagagamit tayo ng microwave or oven, let's make sure nalilinisin natin siya kasi hindi maiiwasan magkaroon ng soil food yung mga talsik-talsik ng sauces, parts ng meat na maiiwan. Once kasi na maiiwan yan, magkakaroon na ng microbes o magkakaroon ng bacterial growth. That's why dapat napakaingat natin sa pag-handle nito. So, sabi naman dito, keep appliances clean. Throw out refrigerated foods that should no longer be eaten. So, we have to dispose that. Cooked leftovers should be discarded after 4 days. Raw poultry and ground meats, 1 to 2 days. May tamang duration lang para sa mga pagkain na natitira. Wipe out spills immediately. Clean food contact surface often. So, pinapakita dito kung gaano kahalaga ang food safety or also paglilinis natin sa ating kitchen. And then, clean the inside and the outside of appliances. So, hindi lang yung loob, guys. Also, the outer part ng appliances natin para ma-avoid yung cross-contamination na nangyayari through transmission of hinawakan to nung isang culinary practitioner and then hinawakan niya yon pero hindi niya alam yung kamay niyang hinawak dun kunwari dun sa microwave is contaminated na tapos ihinawak niya sa pagkain. That's why we should always remember to wash our hands. Yun. So, clean food for a healthy community. Guys, for example, is yung lugar nyo, kung clean food, yung paraan ng pagpaprocess, pagdidistribute ng mga meat, paraan ng pag-handle ng mga chefs dun sa restaurant, mas mapapanatili natin na malinis yung community. Ma-avoid natin yung tinatawag na cross-contamination na pwedeng pagmula ng mga sakit o viruses. So, dapat maging maingat tayo doon. So, ito naman yung vegetables and fruits. Yung tamang paggamit. Sabi dito, rinse, which is hugasan. Do not use soap or detergent. Rinse even already after cut. Yan yung mga dapat nating alalahanin. Dry with a clean towel. Always check the quality, know the supplier, and handle with cleanliness. So, ibig sabihin that sa do not use soap or detergent, hindi na natin kailangan sabunin yung gulay kasi magbibigay pa yun ng harmful things that can damage the vegetables o pwede siyang masira kasi try mong sabunin yung lettuce, mababawasan ang quality niyan at the same time maglalasang sabon yan. Kumbaga mas maganda na gamitin natin by process of rinsing lang, ganon. Dry with a clean towel. Always use a clean towel, guys. Always check the quality. Saan ba natin binili? Kailan ba to na-produce? Kailan ba inani to? If meat naman, kailan ba kung okay pa ba yung quality niya, kung kung maayos ba yung food handling or yung pag-process dun sa meat. And also, ang mahalaga, guys, know the supplier. Napakahalaga, nakilala mo, alam mo kung saan sinusupply yung mga kinukuhang ingredients. Syempre, ang isa pa, as a person, handle with cleanliness. Yan yung mga tamang paalala sa atin. So, let us fight viruses. Ayan tayo, Philippines. Kita nyo naman sa map. Sad to say that around us, andyan yung viruses, especially yung coronavirus. Ang daming taong nai-infect dito through human transmission. Ganyan. Also, yung kailangan nating mag-wear ng mask kasi nga pag may bumaheng, magiging aerosol, mas mabilis siyang makakahawa. So, maging maingat tayo. Distant learning, kumbaga avoid contacts, always wear mask and face shield. So, ito na yung way back before. Ito yung number of infected people ng NCOV still counting. March 18, 2020. It was March pa nun. 4:42 PM, kinuha tong statistic na to. Ayan. Napakadami ng deaths. That's why maging maingat tayo sa handling of food, guys. Maging sobrang ingat tayo. So, our process is easy. Separate. Ihiwalay natin yung mga, for example, nag-grocery ka. Huwag mong ihalo yung meat products mo sa vegetables mo. Paghiwalayin mo sila. Also, yung mga products na may harmful ingredients, gaya ng mga, kunwari, bumili ka ng Baygon, ng liquid soap, please, paghiwa-hiwalay natin sila. Tapos, ito naman yung separate food when shopping. Yun na yung sinabi ko kanina, paghiwa-hiwalayin natin. Separate food when preparing and serving. Guys, ito na yung sa Mise Plus. Ihiwalay natin yung mga raw ingredients, yung raw materials na pwedeng maka-infect sa mga cooked materials na or mga dry ingredients na gagamitin natin. So, we must be extra careful sa food handling. So, understanding the cause. Dapat alamin natin kung saan ba nagsimula. Gaya nitong virus, nagsimula siya sa isa and then kumalat na transmission, may mga carriers na hindi nila alam na infected sila. So, we must be extra careful. Ganon din sa food handling, dapat sobrang ingat natin. So, in recent years, viruses had been increasingly recognized as important causing of foodborne diseases. So, that's why napakahalaga na malaman natin, which is didiscuss pa rin natin ang HACCP, which is Hazardous Analysis Critical Control Point. Yan, dadaanan natin yan. So, ano ba yung foodborne virus? It can be passed on to humans in different ways. Not just one, different ways. Infect by a gastrointestinal tract and are excreted from feces and some cases of vomitus. So, ang daming paraan, ang daming ways para mahawa tayo. That's why we should be extra careful. So, virus is different than bacteria. So, andito na tayo sa part na inaalam natin ano ba yung mga nagkokos dun sa biological na magkokos ng food hazards. In contrast to bacteria, guys, which are free-living, viruses uses the host cells to replicate. That means dumadami sila and they are surviving inside the host, which is yung human being. So, viruses are diverse. For example, the virus genome can DNA or RNA in double or single-stranded form. Ganun siya kadelikado, guys. Ganun ang pagkaiba ng virus. So, virus cause a wide range of disease in plants, animals, and most of all, humans, which is tayo. So, tropism. Ano ba yung tropism? Individual virus cause specific pattern of illness, as each group of viruses has its own typical host range and cell preference. Yun yung tropism. Bawat virus daw, guys, may kanya-kanyang victim yan at pinipili nila kung sinong victim ang maapektuhan nila. For example, yung virus sa aso, I forgot the name Merong virus sa aso na hindi makakaapekto sa human at meron din virus sa human na hindi makakaapekto sa aso, which is animal. Yun. So, viruses can be transmitted in different ways. Ito yung sabi kanina. Oo, maraming paraan para may transmit yan. That's why we should be careful. Yan. Sa transmission naman, for instances, they can be transmitted by respiratory route. Kumbaga, droplets of aerosol. Ito na yung pag bumahing ka, hindi ka nagtakip. Yung particles ng binahing mo, hindi mo kita yan pero talagang sabog yan na may mga tiny droplets na pwedeng malanghap ng mga tao. That's why everyone is advised to wear mask. So, virus transmission by sexual intercourse. Ito naman yung, for example, HIV. Meron namang infected by animals, which is Zoonotic Viruses. And pwedeng ipasa ng yun yung vectors niya such as mosquitoes and ticks. Yun yung mga anthroborne arboviruses have also documented. So, it's either animal or insects. So, some noteworthy character of foodborne viruses and the associated infection and illness. So, ito yung characteristic ng mga viruses na pwedeng maka-infect sa food or sa ways ng paraan ng paghahandle natin ng food. So, viruses need to enter living cells in order to be able to replicate. Unlike bacteria, they will never replicate in food. So, ang virus, kailangan daw niyan makapasok muna. What if a handler ka ng food and then napabahing ka? Possible, pwedeng ma-infect yung magko-consume. That's why napakaingat natin sa pag-handle. So, only a few viral infectious particles, 1 out of 100, are needed to cause infection, produce illness. 1 out of 100. So, napaka-hazardous niya. Isang tiny droplet, isang virus ang makapasok sa'yo, magre-replicate na siya. That's why we should be very careful. So, HRV, Respiratory Tract Infection Causing Virus, meron din tayo niyan. Particles are shed in the stools of the infected person, exceeding 107 particles per gram. Ayan, magkukos na yan nun. Respiratory Tract Infection Causing Virus, HRV yung tawag sa kanya. Ito naman yung Envelop Virus, guys. Transmitted by fecal-oral route, have been shown to be hardly persistent to environment. Most foodborne viruses do not have envelope that are therefore quite stable outside the host. Demonstrate resistance, guys. May resistance siya sa extreme of pH, acid, alkaline, drying radiation. So, hindi siya madaling ma-eliminate. At sad to say, ang envelope virus, part niyan is yung COVID. Which is ang COVID ay envelope virus. Coated siya with plasma membrane. Dapat maging maingat tayo. Coated siya ng plasma membrane, so coated by protein. So, hindi mo siya basta-basta ma-eliminate. Ito, newly formed viruses particles become envelope. Envelope means wrap. Ibig sabihin, balot siya in an outer coat that is made of a small piece of the cell's plasma membrane. Yun, highly dangerous yung virus na yan. So, envelope in the plasma membrane of a virus. Ito naman, the primary function of the plasma membrane is to protect the cell from its surrounding. So, pinoprotektahan yung virus para ma-eliminate. So, napaka-delikado talaga. Yan. Ito naman yung zoonotic, yung transmission. As common many bacterial pathogens, Salmonella and Campylobacter. Ano to? Ano ang papasok dyan? Guys, raw chicken meat. That's why ina-advise na kailangan mong lutuin talaga, well done, ang ating chicken. Kasi yan ang pwedeng mag-produce ng Salmonella and Campylobacter. So, zoonotic diseases again, spread between animals and people. So, guys, that's all for today. I'm really sure na intindihan niyo yung lesson at mas natutunan natin how to handle food safely and paano natin maa-avoid yung cross-contamination, and at the same time, nagka-knowledge tayo about viruses. So guys, if you have any questions, magpo-post ako sa school portal forum and also on our Google Classroom. And then, quizzes should be uploaded. I should upload it in the school portal. So, thank you guys and see you next lesson. God bless.